Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buffaloes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First down for this offense. The back goes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Throwing right. Pulls it in. And he's running in the open. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Wide out in motion. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Hayden. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. They get to the line quickly. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
Philly. 2-9 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 Philly. 2-
They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Touchdown, Ohio State. Number 2.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The kicker is on for the extra
And
point.
with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Is good.
They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Quarterback checking off. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the catch. It's Hayden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds a man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Ohio State 7, Colorado 0.
Fresh set of downs after the completion. Unloads quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Gain of 21 on the play.
Fast motion from the offense. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll try to add another to their lead.
With the carry.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
Colorado 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kick it off.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On the run, it's Hayden.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Line getting set on second down. Motion from the offense. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. Buying some time as he moves left. And it's caught inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They're bringing heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like...
Oh, look out, there he goes! Past the 20, inside the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Colorado! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Off the play fake. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
Ohio State 21, Colorado 7.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Got his man out of the backfield. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Now on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They want to just keep throwing it. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on them. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Running through contact. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient.
And the pass hits, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Still looking on the move. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31.
Colorado, 17.
A 3rd down play to open up this quarter. Back to throw, it's Howard. Looking to the big tight end. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. The expressway is wide open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Buffs! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be
another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
The number one job of defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT. And then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The play-action fake. Fires to the big fella.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
Right down the middle. Find space on the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Off play action on 1st down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of it?
This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Number 7.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28.
31. Ohio State. 28.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Take over. First and 10.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw at Sanders. They're working that left side. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayden. After the filthy move, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Still on his feet. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of time those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people, and you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team, and that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.